Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Excel. In this module, I want to show you how you can combine named ranges with named cells and XLOOKUP and VLOOKUP to create a model that will also help people understand where data is coming from. So on the screen, I have some small data sets and a little drop-down data validation list where I can select a person, and the VLOOKUP function is picking up the details from this little table, and this donut chart is showing the results. So I want to recreate this with a bit more data. So what I'm going to do is just add a few people to this list. I'll just go Bill, Ben, Carol, Carl, and Steve, and just give them some scores on the doors, and then it will automatically pick up from the other one like that. So it's giving you the range. I'll just make this a little bit bigger so easier to see. So what I want to do is I want to first off name this table, naming this table, highlighting it, going into the name box and type in staff. Must press enter when you name a table. And then I want to replicate these titles because I want to do this down the bottom a bit. So I'm coming down into Q6, not Q6, E6. And then underneath that I want to change the color so I can refer to it as a colored cell, blue. And then I'll put borders on that. And then I want these two cells formatted to %. So clicking on the % button. And then in this blue cell, I want a data validation list, which is the same as that one, but obviously that's not a full list. It's going to show me all of those people. So in there, up to the data tab, over to where it says data tools. And then this is where you get data validation, this little no entry sign. And you need to select where it says any value, you need to select list. And then you need to select the list. So that is from Dave down to Steve. That's the list that I want to see. You can also fill this information in if you want, but I'm not for this example. And then I'm going to select somebody. So I've selected Anne. So what I want to happen is whoever I select from this drop-down list, I want their data and their name to highlight. So to do that, we need to use conditional formatting, and I'm going to select from Dave down to Steve, but not the titles. Then I'm going back to Home, Conditional Formatting, Manage Rules, New Rule. And the rule that I'm going to create for this is a formula option. So I'm clicking on the bottom one, and then you just get one bar, and I'm clicking in there to make it active. Some people like to click the arrow down, I don't. You need to click on Dave. Now when you click on Dave, you're going to get $signs. I don't need $signs on the number, I just need it on the letter. So I'm pressing the F4 key once, twice, and then I'm going equals, and then I'm clicking on the blue cell, which mine says and. You don't need to worry about the $signs on that second cell. Now I need to tell it what format I want. So I'm going to say orange, go orange, clicking OK to that, OK again, and then it flags up orange. So you select a person different to Anne, and that will highlight it. So that's how you do that. The $sign's quite key there. Now, how do I get the data for Ben? So I want this to come back and say 43 and 57. This top example is using a VLOOKUP, but that's been sort of superseded with XLOOKUP. So that's what I'm going to use, XLOOKUP. So I'll type in equals XL, which will bring the XLOOKUP function underneath like that, where you can either double click on it or press tab, or you could just type it out if you want. So it's coming up with the help underneath. Lookup value is Ben, comma, lookup array, that's the list of people, is these people, column A, comma, and then return array is everything else, these two columns, everything else. And then I'm just going to tick that. There's a lot more arguments as you go further along in the next lookup, but for now That's all I want, and it should drop the information in there like so, and then I can just change the people and their data will change. And then the last step in this little example is to put a donut chart on that. So I've highlighted it, insert pie. The donut charts are inside the pie chart group. So donut, which is quite big, I will resize it in a minute. I don't want these labels at the bottom, getting rid of those, because I want to go to the little plus, click on data labels, but follow data labels to the right on this little chevron, and when you click on that you can select data callout, which looks a bit better. Then I'll just click away from that, and then I just need to move these out a little bit so they're not over the top of any of the colors, like so. And then the whole thing needs to be made a lot smaller than that, like so, and I can maybe put it to the side. So if I select somebody else, wherever their score is, it now reflects that. So Carol, you can see that obviously this needs to be made slightly wider so it fits in. Same with that one. Okay, now that's the complete demo, the model that I want to create. So just to recap, we've named a table, we've used data validation to create a drop-down list, we've used XLOOKUP to grab some data from this table, and we've used conditional formatting to highlight all the information that is selected, in this case Carol. So that's all I want to talk about in this little video. Hopefully it's of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.